Hey everyone, Wuxian here. Today we're gonna be playing some Cavern Kings. This game is still in beta, as you can see here. This is beta version 25.4. A few different things have been changed, a few balances have been made. But if you don't actually know what this game is, it's an infinite action platformer where you get to start with one melee weapon, and on the first floor you go down to there is your ranged weapon. Those are randomized, and you have a few different characters you can play as. We're gonna play the standard mode for now. I've tried to erase the data to get rid of all my unlocked characters here, but as of now it doesn't really seem to work. Maybe I'll have to do that manually, but for now we're gonna play as the standard character. You start with Jack. And right here you can see some statistics, what I've already done. I've played this game quite a bit, a few hours. And here we go. First starting weapon is the melee weapon. This is the shovel, which is kind of nice, because you can suspend yourself a bit in the air, and you use that to dig through a level. You can basically dig up almost everything this level, besides the side walls here. The yellow ones, and depending on the color, these walls will endure a bit much more, actually, and that also all increases when you move down further levels. So at the start you get this one weapon. As I said, it is random. This looks like a drill gun. I haven't actually looked too much at all the weapons. I found quite a few which I like. The saw gun is cool. This one is actually pretty good. We'll move down. So basically you wanna stay in the floor as long as you can, gather all your experience to level up. You can see that in the bottom. And do all that before the drill comes down, which will instantly kill you. Now, I've not watched my items, and I don't know by heart what this item is. If you press shift, by the way, you can look at the items. They've changed that up quite a bit during the beta. It's nice that you can just take a look at it now. It used to be always displayed, which was kind of weird. And this power kind of seems to be penetrating the enemies and doing damage to all of them, which is very nice. How the drill gun actually works is that it will keep on moving after you hit your enemy. So after you actually kill the enemy, it will move on in the direction you shot the projectile at, which is pretty nice. You can kill a lot of enemies at once with it. And right here, this is an underwater level, as you might have guessed. You can basically, in normal levels, you can only jump twice, like you get a double jump. You can jump once and then once again while you're in the air. In underwater levels you can jump as much as you want, so you basically get infinite jump, but you move slower, and especially on the ground you do move a fair bit slower. I'm not really a fan of those levels. There's also like snow levels, which make you slide on the ground. And I think that's it for now for the special levels. Then you've got this arena type. For now I'm just gonna try to get as much money. I've seen the enemies drop some gems when they die. That gives me money when I gather them. And for those you can open chests that later on the levels will appear, hopefully. If I survive all this. Leveling in this game gives you a bit more health and a bit more damage, I think. This is the first chest that we get, and yeah, some melee attacks now will make a damaging attack if I'm on full life. This little sword that extends out. There's quite a bit of melee weapon upgrades, let's just say. I'm not really a big fan of those. It highly depends on the melee weapon you get though. I really like the drill because you can suspend yourself in the air with the drill, not the drill gun, but the melee weapon drill. And with that and a few more double jump upgrades, you can suspend yourself for a long time in the air. Kind of stop caring about the enemies on the ground. I uploaded one of the videos in which run went very wild. And there I had, I think, the saw blade launcher and the drill as my melee weapon. Usually in games like these you get a pretty long duration where you can't be hit, so like an invincibility frame. In this, it's pretty short, let's just say it like that. So you have to pay attention not to get stuck in an enemy like I did in the last floor. That's very nice. The Cyclops Skull basically gives you this aiming laser, which lets you see a bit easier where you're shooting at. And as you can see, it gets wild pretty fast if you get this eye blade things. And this almost looks like a boss arena. I expected to see a boss, but the first boss does appear at like 5,000 feet. So we've got like 1 or 2 more levels to go. I guess it's actually 1 level. Right now for damage we're kind of okay. We've got a few melee items. We do have regeneration, at least 1 power up for that. So we get a bit of health back, but as you can see I'm probably going to die here. I will actually live to see another floor. The enemies rarely do drop health ups, so you kind of have to rely on either not getting hit or getting raids to help you with your life. One thing I try to do is always try to stay kind of in the middle, so that you can move around a bit more freely. Sometimes you just, like, right there I just didn't move. It's pretty hard to move in these underwater levels, but I guess we'll go to the boss. Yeah, and there you see it. So bosses are a bit randomized. You don't always get the same bosses, which is nice. And that was very fast dead. That's incredible. Yeah, this gun is really good for like higher HP enemies. It's crazy. Usually you have to stay in this floor like for at least 1 or 2 minutes just to get the boss down. Yeah, this gun you do actually have to unlock. You don't get that from the start, as a lot of power-ups, so that's why I tried to set those things. Sadly it didn't work out. So you see, there's a few different kind of floor layouts. These boss levels you only have this one space where you can get to the next level. In some levels you have to gather a key to open up a door at the bottom of the level. So there's quite a bit of variation in that. That was really bad, getting stuck in that corner. What I tried to do was basically get the chest at the top, but I missed. Didn't quite get the jump right. And, by the way, you can spam both left click and right click for the ranged and melee attack. So you can do that both at once, which may be beneficial. Sometimes you just end up destroying the ground underneath you, and that's when you get problems most of the time, because you don't want to fall uncontrollably. As for the length of these videos, I'll try to do one run per video, but if I die really quickly, I'll just start another one. Try to get the episode up to like 20 or 30 minutes. And I guess we'll see how that goes. If there's a particularly long episode, I thought about doing 2 parts then, because the file sizes get pretty big. I don't know how uploading actually will work with this series. I'll try to upload it all at once, a few episodes back to back. But I don't actually know how that's going to go. Could just be that that takes too long to upload. I tend to get little disconnects with my internet connection from every now and then, and that could mess up uploading. I hope it's gonna be fine though. So right now we're getting into territory where the enemies get a bit tougher. As you've seen, the little eye guys are less frequent now. Those floaty eyes are a bit more frequent, which spawn little enemies. Those eye saw blade guys, they are pretty annoying, and the shots they fire do a lot of damage. So you'll have to evade them, some of them, or as many as you can. And this floor right here, as you see, takes a lot more hits to get through. So I'm kind of hoping to get another digging power up. Holy crap, I'm getting my ass handed to me. Because I'm not paying attention. Yeah, and also these dark levels, but that's just a variation of the usual level layout. What is pretty nice is that your shots do emit light too. But this, in addition to being dark, is a snow level, so just sliding all over the place. Can't really control it, which is bad. And I know this chest right there is there, but at the start of the level I just decided not to get it because of the TNT beside it. Oh, I actually don't have enough money to open that chest. It's interesting, that's pretty rare that that happens. And this is actually one of those key levels I'm told about. So to advance further, we'll need a key, one of these guys, and open this with right click if you're holding the key. And I know I'm just running into enemies right now, but my health regen and the health drops that the enemies give me are kind of enough to keep me alive here. I wish I could buy that chest before I move down. Candle. Oh yeah, the ghostly clone when you take damage. That's interesting. That thing, I mean, optimally you shouldn't get hit, right? But it's gonna happen. Especially in the later levels. You can't really control where you take damage and whatnot. Actually, that's the first run where I really had to struggle with money, which is interesting. I mean, I kind of like it because I used to just be able to open all the chests, which kind of made the gems a bit pointless. I like this more. But I think we're not going to get that chest. I don't actually know if the drill destroys the chests. It destroys crates, that I know for certain. It doesn't, okay, so we'll actually get another regeneration item, which is very nice. That's, I think, a big part of what kept me alive this whole run. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Pretty bad spot right here, because of all the TNT down below. Now we're backed up in a corner, which I don't want to be. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna get out of this floor. Nice, a dark level. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's really terrible for YouTube quality. Can we open this? We can. I'm almost dead. You'll have to watch out for those spikes right there too. You can, most of the time, dig them away. But you don't really get the time to pay a lot of attention to all that. Because of all the enemies right here, I should just get out of the floor, to be honest. But it's really hard to do so, with so many enemies around. I'm just gonna go down. Yeah, the dark levels are a bit irritating, I'd say. A rocket upgrade, very nice. So every time we shoot, we'll have a chance to fire another missile. This is actually getting hectic really fast. Yeah, that's a bit of a time frame to gather all the gems. You can actually take chests down with you. I'll try to do that. Yeah, right here you see in the top left there, the chest is just sticking in the ceiling. And we actually got another iBoss, which is kind of sad. I wanted to show you a few more of those, depending on how well I do. Actually see them. Another candle, which is nice. A doppelganger torch. That's how it's called. I don't really get why it has to be a candle or torch, I guess. Just trying to get up here is pretty bad. I don't know what the TNT will actually do to that. Great. I'll try to get the crate open first. Worked out pretty well. I won't actually be able to get up there, I think. Theoretically, these should do damage to the ceiling as well. Not a lot, as you can see. Might have been better off if I just went for the chests on the right. But it seems the time for the boss fights has actually increased, so that the time frame you get by that. Which is nice. to loot all these crates. And we get a golden core, which is nice. I already had one of those. And we're at a fair amount of items right now. Yep. The floors with TNT in them are pretty bad. Also, you see the floor after the second boss changed. That's because like all the blocks get a lot tougher, and the enemies get tougher too. There's those big rock guys that you will see in the next few floors. I just skipped that because I really didn't want to be there. I really don't want to be on this floor either. Dark, completely dark, and snowy, which is really bad and will probably get me killed right here. Yeah. It's really bad. I'm just gonna try to get out of here. And I did. So don't get like all of the gems and items right there, but yeah, you probably want to survive more than just gather all those things and die. Good either. Yeah, enemies are spawning a lot faster right now. And this is basically the point where it gets impossible to assess the situation correctly. And I can't just like skip every floor. So one of the big problems I have here is now the floating saw blades with the eyeballs, because those can shoot through walls, which is really bad. Luckily we didn't get a few of those in the end, but right here, see, we got them right at the start. Which is kinda nice because you can get rid of them quite easily then. And you see the doppelganger torch in action right here, as I'm getting hit all the time. Okay, that's a problem. I kinda lost track of my there. Which will happen, obviously. That was a bad idea to go here. Alright, we made it. Okay. Oh my god. So much stuff. This is now at a point where I'd be glad if I was like invincible by this point. I'm not really right now, but I endure a lot of damage, so I guess we have that going for us. It's really hard to get an overview of Soul Place. Then you get the pressure of the drill always coming down as well. Oh, and another dark floor, yeah. I'll probably just skip it if I actually stay alive. I wanted to open the chest before I leave. Come on, get me out of here. Yeah, I'm out. Oh, underwater, not much better. But we'll have better chances right here. This floor. Compared to the last one. So, what I probably will keep doing is try to stay in the middle here, because it's pretty easy to stay in the middle and just kill all the flying enemies. Every now and then I'll try to hop down, gather all the gems, which is risky. But I think we're doing pretty well right here. We are also through 25 minutes right now. So that's kind of the length at where most runs end for me, I'd say. I've got a few ones with above an hour. That's not the norm. Okay, okay, this is a problem. The worst thing about getting hit is, by the way, actually the knockback. Because you really can't control where you are anymore if you get hit like that. Okay. Just gonna wait for these last gems and get out of here. Alright, locked in. So I'll try to open that hole before anything really bad happens, which it kind of did right there. I haven't actually opened the hole yet. On the left, if you see it. It's really hard to get to. Oh, come on. Don't let me die right here. I say don't let me die, it's actually me dying. Okay. I'm just gonna leave. Alright, and another one of the eye bosses. Yeah, you don't get to see a lot of boss variety this video, and we're actually having some frame issues. Really enough. Okay. So, but remember, this is beta. I hope a lot of optimization will still be done. Because you want to get to this point, really, right? Oh, I've never heard that music. I think I don't have been at this kind of floor yet. A lot of worms around here. Yeah, and those are like the next enemies. They hit really hard. I think it's like 34 damage one hit of them does. This is bad. This is bad. We've got a champion right here. Champions you can recognize as the different colored enemies. And it would have actually been pretty wise to leave the floor, I think. Because it's gonna be hard to get back to there. Without dying. And I'm just gonna jump down. Right. Got through that. I really don't like the dark floors, it's pretty bad for video quality. Oh, actually, might have to change some video settings around. And I got hit a lot by those worms right then. Champion, watch out. Alright. Alright. Instantly killing, yeah. Critical hit would instantly kill, that would be nice. Yeah, they have so much HP as well. Wow, that must have been a champion. Alright. Wow. It's a fast champion, yellow one. Oh my god. This won't end well. And I know there's that chest up in the right. Or that crate actually. I can't get to it right now. Maybe right now, but be risky. Yeah, no. I'll just leave it. If I actually can. Nope. Oh. Don't let me die here. Ooh. Down to 20 health. I really don't like the TNT. It's probably gonna be my end. I'm gonna leave, actually. Okay, I think now from this point onward I'll just try to get out of floors as soon as I can. Try not to die. That worm has a key, that looks really weird. Please don't let me die here. I think it's gonna happen on this floor. This is pretty bad. Also not hitting my enemies anymore. What's going on? Yeah, the floor is really hard to get through though. This is the floor that I die on, but I think it's pretty much good with time in a way. And at the end you get this constant stream of items going, if you did well. Here you see all the stats, so with this I will say goodbye. If you have enjoyed the video, please remember to leave a like, it helps out the channel a lot. If you have any constructive criticism or opinions, feel free to voice them in the comments. Otherwise than that, I'll see you guys next time and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.